Hello, this is Gabriel, making a video response to Inspired I Am video called Shaving Your Head for Equality. So what is there to say? So Inspired I Am is coming out of the shower, saying she watched some Destiny videos and commenting on the fact that we as a group shave our heads, and then give her perspective talking about diversity. So diversity, how I see it in terms of, because the argument she's making is that basically I'm not gonna shave my head because I respect diversity. Because she simply is being I mean, she realizes obviously that there is a fear existing within her to shave her head. Now she has to give a story of why she won't face that fear and say that she respects diversity. That's how it works. Justification. So diversity, from my perspective, how I see it, if you look at, I mean, what is the first point that I connect with diversity is culture. If you look at different cultures, you'll notice diversity, but what is that actually? From what I understand, from what I can see, is that children grow up in this world, they are born, they grow up in this world, they are raised by their parents, and now, I mean, we're talking about hairstyles, so let's just stick to that subject. If you look at children, their hairstyles, how is that an expression of diversity when it is actually all determined by the culture they are born into, by the family they are born into, the taste of the parents, how the parents want to mold the child to become and to look like, also the economic situation of the parents determines how they want the child to look like. So there's many points that influence the appearance of the child that has nothing to do with the choices or any decision the child has made, which to some people may appear as diversity. So best to use some common sense when looking at diversity and culture and so on, because it doesn't take much insight and genius to see that diversity is actually a form of cultural programming. That is, how is that an expression? Why should that be respected is my question, because what does it express other than patterns, habits, and also the reason why culture perpetuates diversity is because everyone wants to create a certain identity, base that identity or connect that with certain outer appearances, such as, I mean, how you clothe, how you dress yourself and whatnot, hair, to then use that to create separation. So that's all that this is doing what this is producing is separation. So the stand that we are making with Destiny is actually quite fascinating. We are saying that this point can be transcended as a practical example to show how this is done as a symbol. We shave our heads. That is, I mean, that is not difficult to understand. We simply shave our heads to show that whoever you are, wherever you are, everyone can make and take an act to shave their heads, to show that they understand that all life is actually equal and is not defined by cultural norms and identity, but that we are all one and equal. So the act of shaving your head is an expression of an actual understanding, and people fear that extensively, as is shown by the Inspired I Am video, because they fear that point of equality, of oneness and equality, because they know that it is actually possible for everyone. And from that perspective, they fear giving up their personality because they believe that if they would, I mean, if you look at the point of people that have shaved their heads and related their experience, the expression, the experience before shaving their head was like they were gonna lose part of who they are. Okay, so that is why it is relevant to shave your head, because when you do that, you notice something, is that you do not lose anything. And it is quite a liberating experience from that perspective, because you simply realize that the whole projection you had about you related to your hair and how you look as a picture relating to your hair was simply a belief and not real, and something you were actually limiting yourself with, because now you shaved off your hair and you notice that, fuck, I'm still here, so what's the actual point, what's the difference? And those people will react to that when we shave our heads, because it's such a clear statement actually what we do. So yeah, I mean, how can you look at this point is, I suggest as follows. You are here on Earth, you have this life, you are here, and there is an opportunity for you to face a fear that you have. What will you do? Are you going to simply accept a fear to dictate who you are and just say like, I am going to defend my belief and my limitation, because as soon as you become aware of the point, your reason for not shaving your hair is simply fear-based. So actually, as soon as that exists, you simply have to shave your hair, because otherwise you will never actually transcend the point. So what I suggest is, as a point of playfulness, is to simply shave your head. I mean, what are you gonna lose? Nothing. So and you may have an actual realization. Fascinating. So that's my perspective. Thanks. This is Gabriel.